Hey, what's up guys, Fast Jake here with another gameplay breakdown. This time it does not matter the map, it only matters the weapon, and the weapons are bolt action snipers, the ballista, the DSR, and in the last episode I told you how I used the burst weapon and the select fire weapons to improve my aim, and in this episode we're using sniping to improve aim. I'm using the sniper rifles to improve my aim. This is episode 12 of Bridging the Gap, where I try to bridge the gap between where an average player plays and where an average player wants to play. So I am improving my aim with a sniper, and the main thing I'm doing is making sure that my weapon is pointed towards the enemy, because a sniper is pretty much a one-shot proposition, especially the bolt actions anyway. One-shot proposition. So what I did was I practiced ADSing quick. I practiced adjusting my ADS if it wasn't what I expected, and it was more like this, where I'm alone on a map and I am anticipating where the enemies are going to be kind of camped down low, sneaking around corners or something. And it's a little bit different. When you ADS, you can hit a spot. You know, when you ADS and you do a technical sniping, or what might be considered camping, but that's more of a shot that I was doing. I was on the move. If you ADS, you can hit a very pointed spot. If you do not ADS, look there. Look at how high that goes. Look at how high that one went. It's almost like it ricochets off the end of the barrel. If you're close, you can kill an enemy. If you're not close, you can't really be at a hip fire. You have to be almost all the way to an ADS, or the bullet doesn't go where you expect it to go. So that's what I was practicing and adjusting. See, that one was off. I adjusted, I move it on. It took a lot of practice, and really what it's doing is getting a sense for where the center of the screen is. I've even heard of people getting some two-sided tape and putting a little piece of paper in the center of the screen so they always know where they're going to ADS. I mean, that may be a good thing to do practicing. I'm sure some people do it when they play. I don't know if they play any better with it, but really ADSing is getting an idea for the center of the screen is, and making sure that when people pop up the stairs, boom, you can get them. Making sure when people pop around the corner, boom, you can get them. The head glitch up here on the left, make sure that you can get them quickly. And that's really what this is making sure your gun is pointed in the right direction and that you can ADS like you need to kill the enemy. And that is the initial target acquisition that I'm looking for. Now here's my loadout, the DSR with a ballistic CPU, cap 40 for a secondary. Running flak jacket and hardline, I think, on that one. And scavenger dexterity. Look at my target acquisition at the back of the van, not even close to the enemy, not even close to that open spot. That's really what I need to work on, is the initial target acquisition. You can see at the beginning of the game it's pretty rough. If I was a quick scoper, I would have gotten him once there, but I am not. I'm not a quick scoper, it's not my objective. I'm just trying to improve my aim by making sure that my eyes and my gun are both looking at the same thing. You can see here I'm low, I'm hitting his knee. If he moves, he gets out of it, and he did get out of it. Now he jumped behind the fence, and I ADS a little bit too far to the left behind the fence, but that doesn't do me any good. Can't drag it any further. Here's my toe shot, which if I'm using a knife or a tomahawk I guess works, but not for a sniper gun. So I was pretty rusty at the beginning of the game here, but it does get better, and it just takes practice. You can see here, boom, I'm low and to the right. Now if this guy wasn't derping around, I'd be in trouble. He would have picked me off, but he was derping, and that was like a slow motion drag scope. But my intent here is to keep my eyes and my gun in the same place. Boom, right there. You can see the truck to the left, the fence over to the right. That's about the best place to go through, and then slowly edge over. There's the second shot at it. He did go down, but that's right where he was standing. So my ADS is improving. You can see that it's slowly getting better. Now he's close. This is one of those things where you just ADS and boom. And I didn't get him. Second time, I'm further away and lower, something I'm used to. I drag scope it and get him. He was probably pretty surprised by that, but I was equally surprised by this. I'm further away, a little bit higher, waist high, further away, and he shoots me before I even get a bullet off. So that could be a little bit of that 4-bar Treyarch stuff, where it calls it 4-bar, but it's really not. It's really, I don't know, they just mask a 4-bar, but here I am from across the map, hitting the gap I was aiming for, but still a little bit low. I'm at my guy's knees, who's standing right there. So I back up and I adjust it, hit it again. I'm a little bit higher now. Now I'm like gut, chest high. And with the DSR, that's okay because that's going to be a one-shot kill. And I was waiting for the guy to come from the left, but somebody popped up from behind, and I got a decent headshot on him. So did you see that guy? That's a quick scoper. That's the guy that just killed me. That's crazy. So I'm trying to aim my gun where my eyes are going. So my eyes go up, my gun goes up. Now if I'd have pulled the trigger quicker, like immediately, like I should have, I would have gotten him. But that's really what my intent here is. And here's a good example of if you ADS, you gotta pull it back out and aim. See how easy it was to get the second guy? Now look at this kill cam. This is great. Boom. Through the fence, jumping. Now that's the quick scope, dude. Now here's my little revenge. That's the same guy right there. I get a little revenge on him. He spawns the back right of the thing, and he's chucking things at me. Can't figure out what it is. The car blows up and I die. I'm like, what is up with that? Well, here's what really happened. He bounced that off the floor. This has nothing to do with the gameplay. I just thought it was pretty interesting. So it was kind of a comical two deaths. And here's his last tomahawk going across the screen. So here you can see, bam, my enemies. I'm getting my target acquisition on. Now that one I dragged because I didn't shoot soon enough. But if you look at me, I'm here in carrier. I'm moving around. I'm in the middle of carrier. That's not where you want to be. You don't want to be in the enemy spawn in the middle of carrier with a sniper if you're not a quick scoper. And I did it to force myself to act quickly. And this guy about takes me off. Luckily I get a headshot on him, but I died a lot. I can tell you that I did die a lot doing this. But there were a lot of games where I was positive, and it wasn't camping positive. It was rushing positive, or as much rushing as I could do with a sniper. But it helped my initial target acquisition. It helped it with the SMGs, assault rifles. I don't use LMGs much, but it did help it. It helped me to get first bullets off sooner than I would have in the past, and gives me an advantage. And the reason it did it is because it made me much more aware of where I need to be. With a sniper, you got a one-shot proposition, so you become much more aware of where they're going to pop out, where you should expect them, where you're going to need to be pointing, just like that, popping down and turning before I was even could aim at him. It gets me prepared for the engagement much sooner. With an LMG, I was doing a lot of spray and pray, and with a sniper there's absolutely no way to do that. So it was helpful for me to use it for initial target acquisition and for just behavioral in the game, and being ready sooner, getting my body to move before I am ADSing gets me prepared to win an engagement. And here's another good example where somebody comes up, he sees me late, I was already turning before my lightning strike was down and my weapon was up. So hopefully you like it. Hit like if you do, if you learn anything. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. I'm really enjoying this series, and I'm getting better, and hopefully you are too. Hopefully we can get better together, and this will help us all out. But leave me comments, leave me feedback, let me know what you like, don't like, want to see, haven't seen. And until next time, here's to bridging the gap.